Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. If you're new here, hello, welcome, and if you're turning viewer, welcome back. Hi. Today we're doing the February reading wrap-up. So we're going to talk about all the books I read in February. I have my handy little card here. I read 11 books in February. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea. I have some very weak iced coffee. And grab a crochet knitting project, something you like to do while you watch videos. I personally like to knit when I watch videos, so let's get started. Okay, I'm kind of dizzy. If you know, you know, my health's not the best right now, so kind of dizzy, so I might close my eyes for a second once in a while, but let's get started. First thing I read in February. This is going in order of what I read, except for one book I put last because I copied it wrong. I'll try and put it in the right place. Okay, never mind. Here we go. The first book I read, Is It No Surprise, was a Donna Andrews book. Some Like It Hot. This is my favorite cozy mystery series by Donna Andrews. I listened to it on audio. I gave it 4.5 stars on my Copile, so I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. Really enjoyed it. It's a comfort read for me. These are the books up here, and I listen to it on audio. It's my comfort listen to, and when I'm sick or bored or whatever, I like to listen to it. It's narrated by Bernadette Dunn, I believe. Really enjoy those. So the Donna Andrews series, I'll put the picture up here. Donna Andrews writes the Meg Langslow Cozy Mystery series, and this series is about Meg Langslow, who is a blacksmith, and she solves murders, and her whole family is hilarious. There's lots of bird puns, as in the titles, there's a lot of bird puns, there's a lot of animals in the books. The family is hilarious. I love them all. They're like comfort to me. They're like my family. I just love that series. So Some Like It Hawk. I don't remember which one it was, to be honest. They all melt into the same story for me. So I don't remember what it was about. I just know I loved it. I usually give them 4 stars. They're not necessarily, when I critique it through Copile, they're not 5 stars. But when I, just out of enjoyment, they're 5 stars. So take that as you will. If you can hear the birds, I'm sorry if that bothers you. I have my window open. Next, we have Siege and Storm, which is number... Oh, I forgot to look at what number books these are. Some Like It Hawk. I think it's... I don't remember what number in the series it is. I'm just not going to put that on. I'll write it here. I'll put it on the screen what number these books are in the series. Siege and Storm is number 2 in the Leigh Bardugo Shadow and Bone trilogy. I gave it, again, 4.5 on my Copile and 4 stars on Goodreads. Really enjoyed it. I like the Shadow and Bone series. I know a lot of people don't like it, and they especially don't like Siege and Storm. I loved it. I thought it was great. So I gave it 4.5. Really enjoyed it. This is Leigh Bardugo's first trilogy into the Grishaverse, and in this we follow, I forget her name, but in the first book, Shadow and Bone, she, I want to say Selena Sardothian, but that's not right. That's another series I read. Nope, I can't remember her name. But she, it's hard to explain. I never know how to explain fantasy books. I just never know how to explain them. But we follow her in the first book, Shadow and Bone. We follow her go... I don't know how to describe fantasy. I'm so sorry. She joins an army with her best friend, and who's a guy, and she has a crush on him, and she finds out she has special powers and gets sent to the Darkling, who is a powerful guy in this world, and things ensue. I don't know what to say. It's a fantasy book. I like it. That's it. Next, we have another cozy mystery, I Heard a Fly Buzz When I Died by Amanda Flower. This is book number 2 in the Emily Dickinson Mysteries, I believe it's called. It is Emily Dickinson's maid is the sleuth in this series, and kind of like her companion maid kind of thing. And Emily is in the book as well. Of course, it's fiction, but they solve crimes together. And in this particular book, the second one in the series. Oh, and I gave it again 4.5 on my compile, 4 on Goodreads. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first book, but I did enjoy it. Trying to remember exactly what happened. All I can remember is the first book because I like that one better. So in the second book, we have Emily. Right. So Emily and her maid, who I forget her name, they go to a carnival, not a carnival, a fair kind of thing in the town, and not a fair, it's kind of a marketplace kind of thing, and this guy comes and he cons some people into buying some things, and then some guy that he had a fight with in public dies, and this con guy gets, everybody thinks he did it. It's just, it's, again, I can't give summaries. I can't remember. I read a book, I forget about it the next day. I don't remember exactly what it was about. All I remember is there is a nod to Emily Dickinson having a secret crush on her husband's wife, which was kind of interesting. And so that part was interesting. It was kind of, I mean, I didn't realize that she did have a crush on her husband's wife or that they had a secret relationship until I did some research, and it's true, they did. So, yeah. But I don't remember much about the mystery. Someone was murdered. That's all I remember. I know. Oh, I remember. So that part's not even a big part of it. So what happened is, I'm so sorry. What happened is a big author comes to stay at her brother and sister-in-law's place. That's what happened. And this author is killed. And the guy that is the I don't know what you call him. He's like a, he cons people. He goes traveling man, salesman guy. He everybody thinks he did it, and no, it wasn't the author that got killed. It was the authors, and I don't remember. I am so sorry. It was really good. That's all I remember. Had something to do with an author. That's all I remember. And also, Louisa May Alcott made a cameo in it, which was interesting. I liked that. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I think it was his editor, not his editor, his like assistant that got killed. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Moving on. Next, I read The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. Yes, I started Throne of Glass series. I read it with The Assassin's Blade first. It is the short story collection. I gave it 4 stars, 4.5 on Carpal, and 4 stars on Goodreads. Really enjoyed it. I get it. I get the fan base of Sarah J. Maas now. I loved it. And just so you know, I did read Throne of Glass as well and gave it 5 stars. So I am into this series. I am into it. I'm loving it. We follow Selena Sardothian, who in Assassin's Blade, we get her backstory. It's a bunch of connected short stories. And in that book, she is an assassin. And she's young. She's 16 in the very beginning. And nobody knows she's 16 because she wears a mask and everything. And things happen. And then, again, I can't describe it. I'm doing really good, aren't I? I'm a booktuber, I am. And then Throne of Glass follows her. She's at the end of Assassin's Blade, she gets sent to the Endovier salt mines. And in Throne of Glass, she's taken from there after a year of being there. She's given a chance to earn her freedom back by competing in this big tournament thing where you become the king's assassin. And she goes to compete, and there's a love triangle. There's two guys she's interested in, the prince and the guard, and they're the only ones in the castle who knows that she's there for the competition. Nobody knows about her. Nobody knows who she really is. She has to do an Elias, however you pronounce it. She's under a different name, and she competes, and there's murders, and it was just so good. It was so good. Then I read A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. I gave this 4 stars on Copilot and 4 stars on Goodreads. This is about another fantasy about a lady who, in this world, she has magic that she can sew feelings into garments, and then the person wearing that feels those things and it'll bring memories or that emotion out. And she goes to the big kingdom in this other city because her land was like, there's not many people there, they're poor. She gets a chance to go to the kingdom and sew a whole or embroider a big, I can talk honest. She goes to put together an outfit for the prince who's getting married and make the dress for the bride, and she goes there, and there's political stuff in it which I enjoyed. The political powers and stuff were good. The love story was good, although I found it kind of hard because this guy was engaged and yet the two main characters were falling in love. It was, the engagement wasn't a love match, but still it bothered me. But I gave 4 stars. I liked it. I will continue in the series if there's another book. And then I read Scaredy Cat by Sophie Ryan. I read this on audio. I gave it a 4.5, a 4-star on Goodreads, 4.5 on Copile. This is part of the Second Chance Cat Mysteries, I believe. It follows, I forget her name, but the main character who runs a second chance, or a second, like a thrift store, and secondhand store, that's what I'm thinking of, secondhand, and she has a magical cat, and a murder happens. I don't remember what happened. It was just really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't remember a thing about it. Sophie Ryan is also Sophie Kelly, and she writes, and that under that pen name, she writes the Magical Cats Mysteries, which I really enjoy. The Second Chance Cat Mysteries I enjoy, but not as much as the Magical Cats. But Sophie Ryan and Sophie Kelly are the same person, and I really enjoyed it. I don't remember what happened in it, but I really enjoyed it, and I would probably listen to it again because I really liked it. Again, it's another comfort series that I like to listen to on audio. Next, I read The Highland Fling Murders by Donald Bain. I'm not going to give my rating for this because that is part of the Murder, She Wrote vlog. It's a Murder, She Wrote book, and I read it for the Murder, She Wrote vlog I'm doing. Slowly but surely, I have to take a month's break on it. Possibly more because my library's moving locations and I have to, it's just a big thing, and I'd rather just read other books right now. It's a whole thing. But I will get back to it. But I did like this. I don't remember what I gave it, honestly, but you'll see in that video. So this is, again, Murder, She Wrote is my favorite TV show, and I'm really enjoying reading the books. This follows Jessica Fletcher, who is an author and a thriller author, and she solves murders in her little hometown of Cabot Cove, and I really enjoy it. Then we have, I already talked about Throne of Glass. Then we have All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I gave this 5 stars. Really liked it. This is the 3rd book in sorry, the third book in the, what's the series called? Bad Blood is the fourth one. I'll put the series name up here. I can't remember what the series name is, but Jennifer Lynn Barnes wrote this series. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I think this is my favorite out of all of them so far. So this is kind of FBI teenagers. Think Criminal Minds, but teenagers. They're profilers and stuff like that, and they work for the FBI and they're solving murders. And this third book continues on with the overarching case that they're working on, and then also deals with another case, and it's all connected somehow or another. And I really enjoyed it. This one takes place in Las Vegas, which I thought was really fun. It was really good, really good. I keep wanting to say Truly Devious, but that's not right. What's the series called? What's the first book called? The Naturals. It's The Naturals. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. The Naturals. Next, I read Just Once by Karen Kingsbury. This is a Christian fiction World War II historical by Karen Kingsbury. I gave it 5 stars. It was very emotional. It was very good. I cried at one part, but it wasn't even the sad part. It was a memory that someone was having, and it was about their sibling, and I am extremely close to my brothers, even though I don't see them very often. I talk to them all the time. I love my brothers so much, and just seeing the sibling relationship in a flashback was just, it got me. I loved it, and I cried at that point. But this is about a lady who is a spy for World War II, and in the present day she has been diagnosed with dementia, and she's starting to have not amnesia, what's the word? I am so out of it, guys. I don't even know if this video is going to go up. It's not making much sense. You know, dementia, not Parkinson's. That disease, I'll put it right here. Anyways, she's starting to have that, and so her and her husband record a video, and they talk about her being a spy in the World War II and how she had to keep it a secret all her life, and she finally tells people about it. And it was really good. It was beautiful. The love story was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. I'm still trying to think of what it's called. My grandma had it. I was going to say dyslexia. That's not right either. Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. The last book, which actually Just Once was the last book I read, but I forgot to put this one in. After Scaredy Cat by Sophie Ryan, I read The Expectant Detectives by Kat Ailes. I gave this 3 stars, 3.5 on Carpile, 3 stars on Goodreads. This was a kind of humorous mystery, kind of like Finley Donovan type book. It was about a lady and her husband who moved to this small little town, and she is very much pregnant, and this town has a lot of holistic things and natural medicine and stuff, and yoga and stuff. And she goes to this natural holistic store thing, and she goes to this class for pregnant women, and she goes to it, and someone in downstairs dies, and she kind of decides that her and her friends from that class decide that they have nothing to do, so they're going to solve this murder. And it was interesting. It was not bad. It was kind of funny. There's a lot of birth jokes in it and womanly jokes, quote unquote, that were kind of funny. You kind of, I can't see men liking this as much as a woman just because of, I mean, that's kind of genderizing. I didn't mean it that way. I just mean there's a lot of inside jokes that women get that men may not totally get right away. And I enjoyed that. I thought that was really well done. But it wasn't my favorite. I solved the murder right away. I knew who did it right away. It was okay. I'd probably get the next book in the series actually and see if it's better, but it was okay. It was not bad. A 3 star is not a bad rating for me. It's just not. It's kind of like meh, you know. That's it. That's all the books I read. I am so sorry about all the chaos and all the and all the everything I said that was all mixed up. I apologize. I'm not really with it today, but I want to get this video done. So if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a comment below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know how your February reading went, and I will talk to you later in the next video. Bye.